A look back at Game of Thrones Season 1 2011 cast. Take a trip back in time to 2011 when Game of Thrones first premiered and its Season 1 cast was announced. It's been nearly 10 years since the show premiered, and the original cast featured some of the most beloved characters in television history, from the Stark family to the Targaryen dynasty. Let's take a look back at the Game of Thrones Season 1 2011 cast and the iconic roles they played in this epic fantasy drama. Before moving forward, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for future interesting videos like this. The Stark family, the heart of Season 1. When we first met the Stark family in Game of Thrones Season 1 2011 cast, they immediately captured our hearts. Ned Stark, played brilliantly by Sean Bean, was the Honorable Lord of Winterfell who served as the hand of the king to Robert Baratheon. His wife, Catelyn Stark, Michelle Fairley, was a fierce protector of her family who was willing to do whatever it took to keep them safe. Together they had 5 children: Robb, Sansa, Arya, Bran, and Rickon. Robb Stark, Richard Madden, was the eldest son and heir to Winterfell. He was an honorable young man who quickly proved himself to be a skilled warrior and leader. His younger sister, Sansa, Sophie Turner, was the epitome of a proper lady who dreamed of marrying a prince and living in a castle. The youngest Stark children, Arya, Maisie Williams, and Bran, Isaac Hempstead Wright, were both full of spunk and curiosity. Arya was a tomboy who dreamed of being a warrior, while Bran was fascinated by the ancient legends and magic of the world around him. The youngest Stark, Rickon, Art Parkinson, was only a child at the time, but his loyalty to his family was unwavering. The Stark family storyline in Season 1 was the driving force of the entire season. We watched as they faced betrayal, loss, and tragedy at every turn. The Lannisters, villains we love to hate. In the first season of Game of Thrones, one family stood out as the main antagonists, the Lannisters. Led by their patriarch, Tywin Lannister, this family of wealthy and powerful nobles proved to be quite the thorn in the side of the Stark family, who were the heart of the show. At the center of the Lannister family drama was Cersei, played masterfully by Lena Headey. The Queen Regent of the Seven Kingdoms was a character that fans loved to hate. Her cold demeanor, scheming ways, and complete disregard for anyone but herself and her children made her the perfect villain. Headey's portrayal of Cersei was spot on, and it was clear from the beginning that this was a character that was not to be messed with. Alongside Cersei was her twin brother Jaime, played by Nikolaj Coster-Waldau. A member of the King's Guard, Jaime was known for his skill with a sword and his arrogance. He was the complete opposite of his noble and honorable younger brother, Tyrion, played by Peter Dinklage. Tyrion quickly became a fan favorite, and his wit, humor, and cunning ways made him a standout character in Season 1. The Targaryens, the Dragon Queen and her exiled brother. Another family at the center of the Game of Thrones universe is the Targaryens, a once powerful family that had been overthrown during a civil war called the Robert's Rebellion. The remaining members of the family that we see in Season 1 are Viserys and Daenerys, siblings living in exile in Essos. Viserys is obsessed with reclaiming the Iron Throne, which he believes is rightfully his. He sells his sister to the Dothraki warlord called Drogo in exchange for an army, not caring about her well-being at all. His cruelty and arrogance make him one of the show's most reviled villains, but it's hard to deny that actor Harry Lloyd gave an excellent performance in the role. Daenerys, on the other hand, is a character we root for from the beginning. She starts off as a meek, abused pawn in her brother's scheme, but over the course of Season 1, she slowly but surely starts to assert herself and realize her own strength. By the end of the season, she becomes a fierce leader in her own right and is given 3 dragon eggs as a wedding gift. It's a small moment that will end up having enormous ramifications down the line. The Baratheons, brothers at war. When we first meet the Baratheons in Season 1 of Game of Thrones, it's clear that there's no love lost between the two brothers, Robert and Stannis. Robert is the king of the Seven Kingdoms, but it's obvious that he's more interested in drinking and hunting than ruling. Stannis, on the other hand, is bitter about being passed over for the throne and holds a grudge against his younger brother. Their relationship is further complicated by the fact that Robert's wife, Cersei Lannister is secretly having an affair with her twin brother Jaime. When Robert dies and his son Joffrey takes the throne, Stannis sees an opportunity to make his move. He believes that Joffrey is not actually Robert's son, but rather the product of incest between Cersei and Jaime. This belief drives Stannis to wage war against the Lannisters and ultimately his own brother. Meanwhile, another Baratheon brother, Renly, has also declared himself king. Renly has the support of many lords in the Seven Kingdoms, but his claim to the throne is weak. Stannis sees Renly as a threat and challenges him to battle. In a dramatic and shocking scene, Stannis uses a magical power to kill Renly in front of his own men. The Night's Watch, protectors of the Wall. While the Stark-Lannister feud was the central conflict of Game of Thrones' first season, the Night's Watch served as a vital reminder that there are greater threats beyond the Game of Thrones itself. At the head of the Night's Watch was Lord Commander Jeor Mormont, a grizzled veteran of countless battles against the wildlings and other supernatural threats that lurked beyond the Wall. He was ably assisted by Jon Snow, a new recruit to the Watch and the illegitimate son of Eddard Stark. Snow's storyline throughout Season 1 was focused on his training with the Watch and his growing understanding of the danger posed by the mysterious White Walkers. It was through Snow's eyes that we first saw the Watch's impressive base of operations, Castle Black, as well as the barren, snowy wasteland beyond the Wall. The Watch also boasted a colorful cast of characters, from the hard-drinking Alistair Thorne to the fiercely loyal Samwell Tarly. Each of them brought a unique perspective on life at the Wall and the struggle to keep the Night's Watch operating as a functional unit. Supporting cast, intriguing characters that stole the show. While the main families and characters in Game of Thrones Season 1 certainly carried the bulk of the narrative, it was the supporting cast that truly rounded out the world of Westeros and made the show so compelling. From scheming advisors to fierce warriors, here are just a few of the characters that stole the show. First up is Peter Baelish, aka Littlefinger, played to perfection by Aidan Gillen. The master of manipulation, Littlefinger was a key player in the power struggle that defined Season 1, constantly shifting alliances and playing both sides against the middle. Gillen imbued the character with just the right amount of smarmy charm, making him simultaneously fascinating and repulsive to watch. Another standout was Maisie Williams as Arya Stark's sword instructor, Syrio Forel. Though they only appeared in a handful of episodes, Syrio left an indelible mark on the show thanks to Williams' spirited performance and the character's unconventional teaching methods. Who could forget the iconic line, "Not today"? Then there was the mysterious Jaqen Angar, portrayed by Tom Lashiha. Though he doesn't show up until later in the season, Jaqen quickly became a fan favorite thanks to his enigmatic demeanor, shape-shifting abilities, and tendency to speak in riddles. Of course, we can't forget about the iconic Khal Drogo, brought to life by Jason Momoa. The Dothraki warlord was a force to be reckoned with, both in battle and in matters of the heart. His marriage to Daenerys remains one of the show's most memorable moments. Momo imbued the character with a fierce intensity that made him impossible to ignore. This brings us to the end of this video presentation. Before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for future interesting videos like this. Moreover, I am adding affiliate links in the description below to purchase items. Please check out these links before you go. Thanks for watching.